It's mid-October. It feels like early September. It's just extraordinary, and I thought I'd give you a little tour of the kitchen garden. So I've still got to sort out the entrances to this place. But anyway, lots still going on, as you can see. Chinese chives, they're looking great. That's a plant that a lot of people put under their roses, keeps black spot away. Let's have a little look up here. Got lots of leafy greens, radicchio, all kept under the old Enviro fleece there. Any amount of crookneck gourds, including this one is called Tromboncino de Longa. That's quite a short one. I think we'll rebrand that Tromboncino de Shorter. But anyway, been a good year for those. Still corn to pick. These are the crookneck gourds. Look at them. Very sweet. When they're young, they're really sweet. Then they dry up and turn into something else. Nice with tomato and chorizo, those. Calendulas, still looking really good. Bit of rocket there on that side. Yeah, obviously more plants going in. Hopefully some peas for next year. This stuff's interesting. See that? Really, really feathery looking plant. It's called Tagetes minuta, right? And I used to grow this for years ago, about 20 years ago. It was lauded as the next best thing for getting rid of ground elder that's growing in your soil. You plant this and it's what's known as allelopathic, which means, it's not easy to say, but it means it gives off chemicals through its roots that suppresses neighbouring plants, including the impossible to get rid of ground elder plant. But Sam, he grows this as a herb. Apparently in Peru it's all the rage and has been for centuries, but really interesting flavour, kind of pineapple-y, apple-y, fruity, with a kind of almost like hair drop like petrol quality to it. Really lovely with burgers. Anyway, we grow this obviously to keep down weeds, so it's one of the favourite herbs down here. Back around, compost heaps obviously filling up. More purple popcorn. This is little popping corn actually, this stuff. Very nice. Always have a bit of this. This is such a winner, rainbow chard. See that? Amazing colour down in there. Wonderful. That is an omnipresent. That'd be, if I was on the desert island, that would be the one plant I took with me. Oh, I'd have a bit of this as well, Mashua, Tropiolum. Planted this in the spring. You see the size of this thing? Right up there. I built that wigwam actually earlier in the year, and it really didn't look like this. Couple of tubers that I put in here would cover it, but yeah, you can eat the roots, you eat the leaves. Let's have a little taste. I mean, they are basically posh nasturtiums. You can see that. Yeah, peppery. Yeah, pretty nice. I'll have to ask Sam what he does with it. Do you know what? Actually, that's really delicious. I'll have another one. It's like, it's fleshy enough without being unpleasant. I mean, like, you might have heard of New Zealand spinach. Type of plant that, well, you know, it was quite a trendy salad for a while, but I could never get over the fact that it was so fleshy. Polytunnels. Let's have a look at this one. Lots of seedlings still on the go, but we got what? Chili peppers still doing their things. Tomatoes, last knockings of these now, but yeah, doing okay. More nasturtium. It's taken ages for the aubergines to come up, but you can see that they are starting to come good. Get the odd fruit in there as well. And this stuff is a hardy form of ginger. We've had it in the polytunnel for, I planted this before lockdown. I don't like to talk about that time, but that's when this went in. You can see how well it's done. Well, now it's done too well. The roots are too packed together. So what I'm going to do is dig it up this winter, put it out into beds proper, keep some of it in a bucket if it sort of gets really cold, and then grow it in rows. Because if it's grown with space between the tubers, I think I'll get better tubers. They'll be bigger, or rhizomes I should say, bigger rhizomes. They'll be easier to peel, better to cook with. like that, they're all tiddlers packed together far too tightly. Around the back of the polytunnel, lots of Greek basil. Greek basil is normally grown in pots, but pretty good in the soil. Nice robust flavour to that. Yeah, when you go to the Greek islands, this is the variety that you normally see in a terracotta pot in the middle of the table on a taverna. Into this polytunnel. It's always a balance, really, of when you kick out your tomatoes and your summer crops. Obviously, still got the old aubergines on the go. White aubergines are much better flavour than the purple ones, I always think. They've got so much more of a chewy quality to them. Easier to cook, I think they're quicker. And with oil, they're just delicious. Yeah, last knockings of the tomatoes. Again, these are grafted tomatoes. Always worth putting a few of these in. They do cost dollars, they're expensive, but yeah, they fruit much later in the season than the regular types. Oh, look who it is. Friend of the kitchen garden. Apparently they call her Rosie, but I was thinking let's call her Odegaard. She's a stray cat, right, that's just arrived here. And it's been quite a mission to get a stray cat to live in this kitchen garden. I mean, she's knocking on, but she's still a deterrent, we hope, for the moles, the voles, the mice and the rabbits. But good grief, she eats and eats and eats. Just incredible appetite on her. Normally she's hassling me for food. I thought she'd be meowing at me, but she's not bothering with any of that. In fact, she can't even be bothered to look up for the camera. Lots of little seedlings on the go. Got obviously rocket. What we do is we sow them in cell trays, cheap bajow. These are a bit generously sown for my liking, and these aren't sown quite thickly enough. But you can see how it works. Put a pinch of seed in there like the pak choi, up they come, and then when they're a nice little cluster, a little clump, they can go in the ground. The garlic stored there. Last of the tomatoes. Yeah. Still stuff being sown and planted. Yeah, so there we are. Kitchen garden update.